Is Miss North here?
In the back, outside.
And where's our visitor?
With me, sir.
Well, would you mind telling them... Oh. Susan, I'd like you to meet Chief of Police Richards.
How do you do?
And Mr. Charles Dixon of the Associated Press Service.
How do you do?
Excuse me.
And now, gentlemen, I'd like you to meet... well, I'm afraid our gifted visitor doesn't use a name as we do.
How do you do?
How do you do?
These gentlemen are very anxious to request a few moments of your time.
For what purpose?
Well, Mr. Dixon is a world figure in the field of newspaper journalism.
And you're chief of police?
I would like to extend a word of welcome.
And then?
I'd ask if I may make a simple record of your fingerprints. Purely a routine matter.
Fingerprints?
It's probably a technique your people don't employ.
And now, if you please.
I think you might be disappointed.
I don't think so.
You think this will work with me?
Let's just say I have a suspicious nature. If I can believe what I see. These are not the fingerprints of a human being.
You speak our language very well.
Thank you. It is not difficult for us to transpose our thoughts in any of your languages.
Would you be willing to demonstrate that?
Gladly.
Would you read this article in Spanish?
Una demanda formal ha sido sometida al Departamento del Interior solicitando ayuda gubernamental.
And now, would you read the next part in German?
Durch das Acme-Fortune-Projekt wurde beschlossen, dass das Transportieren von Öl per Bahn nicht ökonomisch ist.
And now, French.
Les ingénieurs sont d'avis que la seule solution, c'est d'avoir une conduite à partir des puits de pétrole jusqu'à la raffinerie.
Is your native language similar to any of those?
Like none, and yet accomplishing the purpose of all. We very seldom communicate by speech. Instead, we transfer thought. We achieve complete honesty in that way. No one is ever misunderstood.
How is it you're so familiar with the Earth, its languages and people?
For many years we've been watching you and listening to you through your own radio and television. But we've been tracing your planet's civilization for a long time before radio in other ways. We've been amazed and amused at your behavior. Your fumbling attempts to solve your national and international problems remind us of our own early history.
We haven't found the answers to all our problems yet.
That remark brings me to the purpose of my voyage here.
Our problems?
Precisely. Problems of war and survival are very important to us. As to the discussion of the topic, I must leave it to my superiors, who shall arrive on Earth in a very short time. Please do not be alarmed. Their mission is strictly a peaceful one. The landing will come in 2 days. I'm here to prepare their arrival.
You want to meet representatives of all nations?
Yes.
At one time?
Yes.
Within 2 days?
That is possible.
It wouldn't be easy.
The urgency of the situation demands the effort.
We know what you want. Leave it to us to get things started.
I'd like to come back a bit later, if I may, to ask you a few additional questions.
Certainly.
I count myself honored to have been one of those present at this meeting. Well, he's the real thing. Wish I had half that man's knowledge and experience.
I usually hate people who know all the answers, but I like him. He makes you feel like a moron, but I like him.
What does he want from us?
It's not what they want from us. It's what we can learn from them.
Don't fool yourself, Arthur. If you think you can outsmart that man with your diplomatic charm, I'd say you're wasting your time.
In 2 days, a spacecraft will land here on our soil. A craft that has traveled millions of light years. To achieve that, do you realize how tremendously advanced they must be? We could make fantastic progress through them. You never know.